I'm going to show you how to work in the style of Nicholas Goodden. He has a real range of styles that he works in. We're going to focus on this image here where he makes his image black and white, quite dynamic in his editing style of the architecture that he chooses. Then he adds these shapes around the buildings or around different things to draw attention to them, and they tend to really contrast with a bright color and a bit of a glow to them. It's really easy to recreate, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Start with a picture that you want to edit. I've chosen a church here just based on the fact that he's got the tower that he's featured in his work. I thought this might work quite nicely. Start by editing it to be black and white. Go to Image, Adjustments, Desaturate, and then I would play around with the curves to really change the shadows and the highlights as well to get that level of interest, and also the contrast as well, because we're going to add some brightly colored shapes around it in a moment. Next, you are going to draw your shape, and I suggest you do this on another layer so that you have full control. So bottom right hand corner down here is how to add a new layer. You'll notice that I use Photopea.com rather than Photoshop. That is a purposeful decision because I think it's really accessible for students. It's completely free to use, and many students don't have access to Photoshop at home. So it takes away that excuse of I don't have the option to do it at home, and gives you full access. So now that you've got your new layer, I want you to grab the line tool down here on the left hand side, hidden under the rectangle. Grab a line tool. Depending on the quality of your image, you might need to change the size of your pixels up here. If it's a really big picture, you might need it to be higher than 5. If it's really small, it might need to be a smaller number. Also, change the color to a bright blue in that fill section there so that your lines are blue in the style of the artist. Draw yourself a triangle around a section of the work. Like that. You will notice on the right hand side when we look at your layers that each of those has added to a different layer. I'd like you to merge those layers now down here. And then we're going to rub out a section of that picture, because in order for that to look like it's actually going behind the church, it needs to have a section that is rubbed out. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit, use the rubber tool and make that a bit smaller. Put it up to 100% hardness as well, just so that I can get a nice crisp edge. If your layer is not editable yet, you might need to rasterize it. So right click it, rasterize the layer, it then becomes like a picture. So from there, I should be able to, on 100% opacity, rub out to reveal the church. And that will start to have the effect that it is going behind the church. And then from there, if I zoom back out, all I need to do is double click that layer, move that box over so you can see what I'm doing, and you're going to add an outer glow. And that's it. So from there, thinking about it from a photography student's point of view, if I'm doing GCSE or A-Level photography, I would be doing a screenshot of this version now. I would also be checking out some other colors of that shape, which would be so easy to do. If you go to Image Adjustments, Hue and Saturation, whilst on that layer, you can change it around here, test out a couple of colors that you like, do a couple of screenshots and show that you have considered alternatives. And then from there, I'd also think about, well, where else could I add shapes? Is one shape enough? Could I add shapes to a different area? Or maybe that's the next experiment I do on one of my other photos. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. It's nice and simple. Let me know if it was helpful. Let me know if you've got any other photographers that you would like me to demonstrate for you. And make sure you're following, because I have loads of other videos. So hit that subscribe button before you disappear and give this a go.